it's Bree from AZ, and I'm going to go ahead and do my paycheck number 1 of December closeout with you guys. So let me head and zoom you guys in. So put this down. Okay. So for, I usually zoom you guys in a lot more than that. Okay. So for our income, I was paid $1,513.56, and that was because I had a little bit of hazard pay. So again, if I go into work physically, I get some hazard pay. So I think I went in maybe twice and I got a little less than $100 of hazard pay. My husband was $1,088.16. Our rollover was $138.46. And then we used some of our sinking funds, so we will add that in here for $445. Again, we used our snowball debt and our car maintenance fund to pay for a battery, and then the $205 will be rolled over into next pay period because my husband will pay his Dick's credit card off with that amount. Okay, so for our total, it's going to be $3,185.18. Okay, so if we move down to our bills, so for, make sure you guys can see everything. So for our Audi, it's going to be $366.27. Our Disney Plus is actually $7.61. So this has gone up because my promotion with Verizon, where they pay our Disney Plus for a whole year, has ended. So now I have to add that $6.99 or whatever to my monthly budget. So now it is $7.61. I thought it was going to be in January, but I guess it is in December that it ended. So so that amount went up, which I wasn't expecting until next year. And so for our personal loan, that still stayed the same. That's a fixed rate. Our GRTI, which is our telephone and Wi-Fi, was actually $29.15. For our Discover, my husband's Discover, it was $65. And then for Amazon was $20.50. Again, this is our final payment on our Amazon credit card. We fully have paid off Amazon, so yay! I'm so happy. Again, we have maxed, I shouldn't say we, I have maxed out this credit card. I don't know how many times, have paid it down, added more, paid it down, added more. So I officially have paid off the Amazon credit card. And then for Hulu, this actually was $24.65. And this is because I added HBO Max to my Hulu account. Well, actually it's Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN. and then I added HBO Max because they were doing a $3 off credit for, I believe it's a year, and because I was already paying HBO Max out of my personal account, and it was like $15-16, so by adding it to here I saved a lot of money. So now this is going to be $24.65. So yeah, so that will come out every month for the next year. Okay, and then Best Buy remained the same at $50. My husband's Citibank came out at $65, and our Progressive came out at $368.36. Okay, and then so this isn't really a negative, but I'm gonna note it in here because it wasn't originally on my budget, but we did add it with our sinking funds here. So we put $240 of our car maintenance into our budget because we needed to buy a car battery. So my husband used his Discover card for that. So so those amounts actually cancel each other out, but I want to make sure I add it in here because if not, it'll throw my whole budget off. So we added it again in our income, and then we're taking it out here. So we did not budget for it initially, but it was something that we used our sinking funds for, so I'm still calculating it within our budget. So I hope that makes sense. So that was $236.14 again. So we put $240 from our sinking funds to pay this off. So initially it would have just come out of sinking funds if we had paid cash, but since my husband used his Discover card, we are adding it into the bills portion so that it will show once we close everything out. Okay. I'm hoping that makes sense. If not, you guys can comment or email me, or just let me know if you are confused by that. But I believe that's how the budget mom uses hers. If she uses a sinking fund, she puts it into her income and then takes it out in the end. So okay. Moving on to our variables. So for groceries, we can go to our groceries here. So we had a remaining balance of $57.63. So our total amount used was $342.37. So let me go ahead and put that in here. $342.37. Okay, and then for our gas, let me move you down. So gas, we only used $43.70, giving us a remaining balance of $131.30. Again, we were in quarantine for 14 days. We could not go anywhere. So we filled up our gas right when we got paid, and has been that way ever since. So we go back to our variables, and we will put the $43.70 into our budget. Eating out, however, still kind of remain the same. So eating out, we had an ending balance of $26.16. I don't know if you remember when I did my budget with me last time, I told you that we ordered off of DoorDash. It was $86.05. just for wings and fries. Again, we live on the reservation. We don't live in the city. So having that big amount come out in our eating out really hit. But again, we could not go anywhere. Like KFC, we actually got the day we got paid. So it was the day before we found out that my son was positive. So I was able to get that on that Friday before. Dunkin' was the morning before we found out. This was the day we had the funeral for my mother-in-law. So me and my daughter went to Dunkin' and we got some donuts and refreshments with $11.88. And then this is the day we got DoorDash here. And then here, my husband had to go do a COVID test for work. These work COVID tests are mandatory, so he ended up going, and then on his way home he got McDonald's for us. So that's where that came from. Again, if we didn't DoorDash, we probably would have saved a lot more money. So our full amount we used was $173.84. So let me put that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure you guys stay in frame. So $173.84 here. And then for our miscellaneous, I don't know if you can see, try to look that up just a little bit. We only had one, which is my husband used his PayPal for $1.06. So I did not budget for that. That was something that came out. So it was $1.06. Okay. So our total for our bills and variables ended up being, and I did not write it down. So 3185.18 minus so that was $2,202.37. Okay, and then giving us a remaining balance of $982.81. Okay, so now we move on to our revolving funds. So we will bring that $982.81 down, and all of these stayed the same. So 100, oops. Oh, actually mine was 100 too, since I got paid a little extra. So I ended up being able to put my spending back to 100 instead of lowering it at $600 or at $60. 600, I wish. So for car maintenance was the same at $50. Emergency was at $20. Clothing was at $20. Vacation was at $20. And back to school was at $20. So that ended up being $330. So $330 for our actual total, giving us a remaining balance of $652.81. Okay, so now we bring that up to our sinking funds. So $652.81. So these two remain the same at $10. Totaling $20, giving us a remaining balance of $632.81. Okay, so now we go to our extra debt, which now is $632.81. Again, we put $50 towards our snowball, which now is a total of $50, and giving us a remaining balance of $582.81. Okay, so for our extra savings, we did $582.81. So we did into our joint savings, which is our 3 month of bills that we're saving up for, we will add $300. So our total being $300, and giving us a remaining balance of $282.81. So this amount will get rolled over because 205 of it is actually for my husband's credit card, which I deposited with our sinking funds because I paid the Sam's Club credit card off with my personal account. So when I was there, I just went ahead and deposited into both my personal and my joint account with my husband. That way he can pay off his credit card, but his wasn't due until this current pay period. So this is being rolled over so that he has enough money to pay off the remaining balance of his credit card. So rolling over $282.81. Okay, so I'll zoom you guys out. And so that is our budget for December 1. So as you can see, we had a few bills that went up, but for next month I know that this is what the amounts will be, so those will no longer be in the red. And then this was just to indicate that we used our this will be, I can't think, oh, our sinking funds. So we used our sinking funds here, and this was part of it. So I went ahead and deposited both snowball and car maintenance fund into our income for this year, although 205 of it is being rolled over for next pay period. Okay, so other than that, I say we did pretty good. Nothing really unbudgeted except for my husband's PayPal, which is his Apple storage. Sometimes I budget it in and sometimes I don't, because for some reason it doesn't come out every month. So I don't know if it's just him paying it 1 month at a time, like out of his budget or his personal, and then our joint, excuse me. But I don't know. But I might just start putting it in there, and then that way if it doesn't come out, I can just put a 0 here in the actual. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below, email me, or contact me on Instagram. Again, I'm not very much of an Instagram person, so I don't really use it that much, but I do have it there in case you guys want to contact me through that way. That's fine. Other than that, I think that is it for this. So I will see you guys probably the first of the month for our first 2021 budget with me. I haven't really changed much other than I bought the new Paycheck Budget with me by the Budget Mom. So it's the new version. Again, I have January ready to go. So this is the new color. So if you guys can see, it used to be like a pink reddish color. Now it's this pretty blue turquoise color. Again, my favorite color. So that's why I bought the new one. So this is set up and ready to go. So I have my expense trackers in here. And then I have my weekly, not weekly, but my variable trackers here. And the only thing I need to print out is a new sinking fund sheet, because again, I added some new categories, so this will also be updated here for 2021. So I added some more sinking funds here, and so making these amounts kind of fluctuate a little bit starting in 2021. So this is the end of December 2020. These are my remaining balances. I went ahead and filled this out because I don't plan on using anything here this month. If anything, it'll come out of our personal, unless a true emergency comes up, then we won't need this. We won't need to use any funds in here, I'm saying. So that is that. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video within the next year. So hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe, and remember, wear your mask, sanitize, wash your hands. Again, this is coming from experience. We've dealt a lot with this COVID, and I'm happy to say that they finally signed a new bill for the COVID relief. So although that really doesn't help me or my husband in any way, we're not on unemployment. We both still have our jobs. But the $600 relief check, I guess, will come in handy. Maybe we can pay off a couple more credit cards with those. That way we're not dealing with that in 2021. But we'll see. Alright guys, I will talk to you next time. Bye.